broadcasts originating from the birthplace of the oil industry. We are the Stream.
And good evening from the launch pad. It's Titusville Rocket Volleyball, brought to you by Farmers National Bank, by Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, by the Colonial Machine Company, by Morrison Builder Supply, by Big G Tire and Auto, by Middleton Chiropractic, by Bluegill Graphics, by Armstrong Cable, by Titusville Area Hospital, by Acorn Acres, by Morelli's Jewelry and Repair, and by the Cranberry Mall. Rocket Volleyball on the Stream is also brought to you by Titusville Moose Family Center 84, by the Blue Canoe, by Bars Insurance, by DNS Printing, by Hasbrook Sand and Gravel, by Erie Insurance, the Moore Insurance Agency, and by Helson Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. From the launch pad, it's Titusville Lady Rocket Volleyball on the Stream. Luke Rio and Jim Bodemer with you to bring you all the excitement. Good evening, Jim.
Hey, Luke. Good to be with you once again. A little bit different facility. Not cold, not warm. We're inside, no rain, so a little bit of a change of venue for us here this evening as we come inside here to the launch pad and we take on volleyball for the 2013 season. Could be a good time. Yeah,
looking forward to it. I'll tell you what, the JV team did well against the Franklin Knights, who are here in town to take on the Lady Rockets. And, Jim, you have the scores. They beat them in 2 straight games.
Yeah, 2 out of 3, and won the first game, Titusville 25, Franklin 19. Came back in the second game and won 25-13 over Franklin. So picked up 2 good wins and played quite well. It was fun to watch them play. A lot of enthusiasm on this team. We'll talk about that as we go along here this evening, but the girls are really into it. They really are enjoying it, and you see a lot of smiles out there, a lot of good effort out there by the Rocket ladies, and so it seems like things are really picking up for the Rocket Lady volleyball players this year.
All righty, we're going to take our first time out. Thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring you all the exciting action of Lady Rocket Volleyball, and we'll take this quick time out, come back, and talk more about this Lady Rocket lineup when our coverage of Lady Rocket Volleyball continues right after this on the Stream, the leader in Titusville Rocket sports coverage.
Hi, I'm Phyllis Rapp, owner-designer here at Acorn Acres Floral Design. Acorn Acres has been voted best florist in the oil region for the past 6 years. Each design is created with the recipient in mind. Stop out or give us a call at 814-657-8599. For funeral, weddings, or everyday arrangements, contact us here at Acorn Acres Floral Design.
Big G Tire and Auto on the Hightown Road in Titusville is your home to the largest selection of tires for small compact cars to large semis. Need an oil change, inspection, or repair? Big G can service your vehicle while it's in the shop. Protect your vehicle with our fluid film undercoating to keep the rust at bay. Big G will keep you on the road.
Tires for any size vehicle and auto repair. Come see us at Big G Tire and Auto on Hightown Road in Titusville.
Once again, it's here, the model year-end event at Donovan and Bauer Auto Group in Titusville. And by George, the remaining 2013 Silverados and Sierras are flying out here with all the incentives. Aren't they, Troy?
That's right, George. The 2013s are flying out of here. However, General Motors has reloaded with redesigned product with the all-new 2014 Chevrolet Silverado, GMC Sierra, the Chevy Spark, Impala, and the all-new Buick Encore.
Find new roads and come see us at Donovan Bauer Auto Group, Route 8 North in Titusville.
Bluegill Graphics is ready to help you with all of your screen printing and embroidery projects. They can take orders for as few as 6 pieces to thousands of pieces for your club, special event, business, family reunion, or just your group of friends. Bluegill Graphics can custom design the artwork for you or use your own design or creative ideas to come up with great-looking apparel. 1-800-645-7430 or stop by our shop and talk to our experts about your upcoming project. Bluegill Graphics for all your custom screen printing and embroidery needs.
Hey, 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 that's more like it.
time to get ready to head back to school, and where else can you find everything you need under one roof? The Cranberry Mall offers the shopping experience that will take care of you head to toe. Unique stores, great food, and monthly events like the Summer Flea Market every Friday through Sunday, now until the end of August at the Cranberry Mall. Titusville chiropractor Adam Middleton welcomes you to the Titusville office of Middleton Chiropractic. Dr. Middleton is committed to improving the function of your nervous system so that you can have a higher quality of life. Through their office, you'll receive the best care through the use of modern chiropractic techniques and technology. Call us today and we can develop a chiropractic plan specific for you. 827-9970. Or visit our website for more information. Middleton Chiropractic, your chiropractor in Titusville. Morelli's Jewelry and Repair at the Drake Mall in Titusville invite you in to view some of the finest jewelry in Northwest Pennsylvania. Morelli's is also home to unique gifts from area artisans, including chocolates from Romolo of Erie. They also carry an extensive selection of engagement settings and loose diamonds to create the ideal ring for the ideal person. Morelli's also offers jewelry repair, and they buy gold and silver. Morelli's Jewelry and Repair at the Drake Mall, Titusville. Morrison Builder Supply in Titusville carries just about everything you need for your next home fix-it project or for contractors working on any size project. Whether it's electrical, lumber, plumbing, or paint, Morrison's has supplies to allow you to complete your project and get the job done. Attention outdoorsmen, Morrison's too has the best selection of guns, ammo, clothing, and other accessories in stock, and take advantage of great deals on muck boots. Morrison's and Morrison's too on West Central Avenue, Titusville. And welcome back to the launch pad for Lady Rocket Volleyball. And Jim, we're used to saying launch pad in coordination with Rocket Basketball, but not the case tonight.
Now a little bit different venue, as we mentioned before we went to the first break with volleyball coming here this evening. I was just talking to Athletic Director Jim Cum, and I said it's kind of difficult for me because every time I come into this place, I want to pick the ball up and dunk it. Well, I want to pick the ball up. I never could dunk it. You don't see any light under my feet when I jump, I'll tell you. But it's a little different situation here with volleyball. But, I've watched volleyball for the years, and it is really exciting to watch how much this game has progressed. Probably more than any game I've watched, Luke, is if I've watched high school sports, volleyball has progressed a great deal, both the men and women. The talent, the technique, the power of the game, and the quickness of the game is so different from when I grew up and played volleyball at the Y, and even some here at the high school. Although we didn't have high school varsity sport, we did play it in the gym and so on. It has really changed. So it's really exciting. If you haven't been down to a volleyball match, I really encourage our listeners to get out, come down to the launch pad, come down here at the high school and watch these kids play. It's just fun to watch. You'll recognize a lot of the ladies as we introduce them to you here in a little bit. If you've watched girls athletics in Titusville, these names are very familiar with you. And this should be what I think to be a really good match. I think the Lady Rockets should put on a really good show here this evening.
I'm looking forward to it. Again, the JV squad able to defeat the JV Knights tonight in 2 games. And, Jim, you mentioned those game scores. I think the first game was 25-19?
Yes, 25-19 and 25-13. But, what I look for, like in all sports, Luke, is fundamental things. I know that we've talked with a lot of the people who've been involved in our sports program here with volleyball. Foot movement, body position, those kinds of things are so very important. And it's fun to see these girls progressing in that realm. About 6:35 before we get this match underway, Titusville girls now are coming out and they'll begin their work on spiking and setting and spiking and so on. And then they'll leave the court. Franklin come out and do likewise. So not too far away. If you stay with us, a lot of great action coming up here from the launch pad as we bring you the first match on the stream for 2013, the Titusville Lady Rockets in volleyball taking on the Knights of Franklin. We'll take another quick timeout. When we get back, we'll give you starting lineups, and we'll get this match underway. Girls volleyball from the launch pad, Titusville Rocket Ladies. Brought to you on the stream at TitusvillePALive.com, OilRegionLive.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I love Titusville Area Hospital because it's a small hospital.
The last 2 quarterly reports, Titusville has been in the top 5 community hospitals and patient satisfaction in the state of Pennsylvania.
I think patients are given the opportunity to be cared for right at home rather than having to travel. Everything's contained right here.
Being part of the community and knowing the community makes me do a much better job. We already have a personal aspect with them. I think this little hospital is a perfect thing for this little city.
Colonial Machine Company in Pleasantville is a proud supporter of the Titusville Rockets. The Colonial Machine Company takes pride in their products, working hard to manufacture and supply a quality product that's priced right and made right here in the USA. The Colonial Machine Company would like to wish the Rocket athletes best of luck on and off the field and remind you that you are a product of your school and the community. So continue to work hard, play hard, and maintain the quality of excellence that Rocket fans have come to expect. Go Rockets from the Colonial Machine Company in Pleasantville.
Beyond our industry competitive products and local decision-making capabilities, Farmers National Bank strives to be and do more for our customers and our communities. Unparalleled service and attention to detail with each individual customer is something that is not just a promise, it is an expectation that we embrace. So for all the things that home can mean, we invite our customers, businesses, and communities to come home to Farmers National Bank.
Zoom email users. Your email has a great new look and some exciting new features. The enhancements include an improved web interface, more tools to keep you organized, and larger mailboxes. We've even added convenient links to your Facebook and Twitter accounts. The new look and upgraded features are designed to make your internet experience better than ever. For more information, visit ArmstrongMyWire.com. Armstrong, one wire, infinite possibilities.
Alrighty, welcome back to the launch pad. We are just about set as the Lady Rockets battle the Franklin Knights. And a decent-sized crowd here tonight. A lot of folks on their way from Franklin to watch tonight's match. And we encourage everybody, if you can, make it to the launch pad to get here and support these Lady Rockets in person. And we encourage, no matter what sport it is, for everybody to get out and support the Titusville Rockets in person. And Jim, you know, we've talked several times. It's amazing. I had breakfast with some of my wife's friends over in Meadville over Labor Day weekend. And the comment was their favorite place to play football was Carter Field.
Is that right?
Yep.
Now, see, that would have surprised me because everybody wants to go turf. And we still play in the grass and mud down home here.
Well, this kid graduated in the 90s, so
Yeah.
I'm sure he didn't play on too much turf.
Well, you know, there are places you enjoyed playing. I always liked playing here in this gym. Now, when I was in high school, we were the first class to play in this gym, by the way, in '58. But I've always enjoyed coming into this gym. Probably the real negative about it is this closeness to the wall and this sideline where we're sitting right now. But other than that, it's just a good place. It's well lit. It's the floor is really good to jump off of. It's kind of a soft floor, if that's the right term. But I'm watching the girls warm up here, Luke, and as I mentioned to you, you'll recognize these names when I give you the lineups. But these gals are getting up in the air, and this is a power game anymore. And so the floor is really important in the context of shin splints and that kind of thing. So they've got a good surface here on this floor in Titusville. I've always enjoyed it here at the launch pad. We're about 2 minutes away from getting this match underway. Franklin will be going up to warm up. Luke, while we have a minute, let me run down the lineup for the Titusville Rockets. Well, let's go back. Let's go to Franklin first and give you those names, and then we'll come back and give you the Titusville lineups before we get underway. Senior Julie Gabsby, will be starting for Franklin. Julie Pfeiffer is also a senior. Becca Gravitt, a freshman. Check that, a junior. Wearing number 9, Abby Jones, a junior, will be starting. A name that you probably will remember if you've watched Franklin sports. Dana Liotta, a junior, will be starting for the Knights. Becca Mullen, and then as a sophomore, Haley Cook. So it'll be Gabsby, Pfeiffer, Gravitt, Jones, Liotta, Mullen, and Cook for the Franklin Knights. Again, as watching that JV ball club for Franklin, they again are working on their skill sets. Very competitive team, even though the score was not quite as competitive, I'm sure Franklin would like it to have been, but we should see a really good comeback here with the varsity team here from Franklin. Let's go to the Titusville Rockets. Amy Clark, if you've listened to sports here in the stream, or you've been down here to the field house to the launch pad and watched girls basketball and Volleyball, you've seen Amy play for the last several years. Very good athlete. Shannon Doherty, another name we know. Katie Neely, Megan Bowser, big hitter. Jen Wright, another big hitter. Jen Clark and Llewellyn Foltz will be the starters for Titusville. And you have yourself a couple of big hitters in there. You'll hear a lot about that as this match goes along. We're about 30 seconds away from getting the starting lineup from Athletic Director Jim Cum, and we'll get this thing underway, Luke. Titusville was finishing their warm-ups. They're now in the service part of warm-ups. They went through the hitting, and it's fun to watch. I was talking to one of the officials here earlier in the JV game, and he does only varsity. He does high school and college, and I asked him why only volleyball, and he said he just enjoys the sport so much, and he doesn't want to be gone all that much from home, so he has decided to go strictly with volleyball, high school, and college. But he was telling me that there's good volleyball up here in northwestern Pennsylvania. He enjoys doing these high school games.
Oh, sorry,
so
I didn't realize I was on.
Yeah, you're on. That's okay. It's your show.
No, go ahead. Keep talking.
I run out of things to say here as we get ready for the announcements. And as I say, Jim Cum will be giving the starting lineups for both of these squads. Looking forward to this. It's been a while since we've seen volleyball, and this should be exciting. I was watching the kids warm up, as I mentioned, and Amy Clark, Doherty, Neely, Bowser, Wright, Jen Clark, and Llewellyn Foltz for the Lady Rockets, and hitting that ball pretty good. On the other side of the ledger, I'm expecting that, probably the Jones girl will probably be a big hitter. She was a really good basketball player. If you watched them last year, I was really impressed with her basketball game. She stands about 6 foot. 5'11", she's a tall gal, but really does a great job. So Jim Cum's going to have to do the announcements from without a microphone. We'll try to catch a little bit of what he's saying here. And we'll get the national anthem played, and then he'll do the announcements. As I mentioned, the Jones gal, I think she's going to be the big hitter for Franklin. Will be setting a lot of things to her, and also Haley Cook.
Welcome to Titusville Area School District's presentation of Titusville Rocket Sports on the Stream.
Once again, good evening from the launch pad. It's the Rockets and the Knights. Our coverage is brought to you by Farmers National Bank. Come home to Farmers by Donovan and Bauer Auto Group for GM and Chrysler on the Hightown Road in Titusville. By the Colonial Machine Company, proud supporters of the Titusville Rockets. By Morrison Builder Supply for all of your home improvement projects. By Big G Tire and Auto. Get back on the road with Big G. By Middleton Chiropractic. Start living a higher quality of life. By Bluegill Graphics for all of your custom screen printing and embroidery needs. By Armstrong Cable, one wire, infinite possibilities. By Titusville Area Hospital, high-tech top docks. By Acorn Acres for funeral, weddings, or everyday arrangements. By Morelli's Jewelry and Repair at the Drake Mall in Titusville. By the Cranberry Mall for everything you've been looking for. Rocket Volleyball is also brought to you by the Titusville Moose Family Center 84. By the Blue Canoe. By Bars Insurance. By DNS Printing. By Hasbrook Sand and Gravel. By Erie Insurance, the Moore Insurance Agency. And by Helson Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Starting lineups for the Franklin Knights, and Jim, you did run through some of those names.
The other names that you should be familiar with, again, if you follow Northwestern sports, Northwest PA sports, especially in our region. Again, I think the one gal you're going to hear a lot about is Abby Jones, a very big hitter. Julie Gabsbury, Julie Pfeiffer, Bear Gavitt, Abby Jones, Dana Liotta, Becca Mullen, and Haley Cook. The other side of the ledger for the Titusville Rockets, you'll have Amy Clark, Sharon Doherty, Katie Neely, Megan Bowser, and Jen Wright, Jen Clark, and Llewellyn Foltz. And I think out of that group, you have 2 or 3 big hitters. Amy Clark is a big hitter, as well as Katie Neely and Megan Bowser. So, again, it's going to come right down to how well can we pass the ball, how well can we set. And if you can keep the fundamental things in play here, keep your feet moving, get good position on the ball, you should come out ahead here in pretty good shape. So looking forward to it. Should be a lot of fun.
Mike Kolischek, Adam Bodemer, our camera operators tonight.
If you just joined us, too, let me remind you the JVs of Titusville won their match 2 games to none, best out of 3. First game, 25-19 Titusville, and the second game was 25-13 Titusville. That second game wasn't really as close, Luke, as the score indicates. At one point, it was 17-4, and then Titusville got into a little bit of a mental lapse. Made some crazy mistakes, but both teams playing pretty well, and it was enjoyable to watch these girls in the JV action play from both squads. You know, you're like me, Luke, if you can watch a couple of kids play that are well taught and they understand the sport and are willing to put the time in, it can be fun to watch. If they're competitive teams, I would much rather watch the high school level of competition than I would even college, but most certainly better than pros. The high school kids are very enthusiastic, pretty loyal to their schools for the most part, and to their teammates, and so their energy is much higher. So it's much more enjoyable for me personally to watch high school sports. So I expect this to be a good one, and we'll see if we can't make the right calls as we go along here. It looks as though Franklin had won the toss, and they will be first to serve. Remember, in scoring here, it's rally scoring. Every serve is a point one way or the other. That's one of the changes from us old people. Remember back in the old days, I don't know, Luke, did they play back in your day when you had to get the ball side out in order to get a point?
Jim, I'm having a different conversation back here, so just keep going.
Oh. Yeah, but you have nobody back there to talk with. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Jim Cum. That's right.
He just realized he's wearing Franklin colors tonight.
Oh. Well, I didn't say anything to him. When you stand out here, you said something earlier before we went on the air, but I wasn't going to embarrass him. I've been known to embarrass Jim Cum a little too much, and I'm trying to be nice to him. Okay, we're set to go here as the teams have taken the court. As I mentioned, Franklin will get the opportunity to serve first, and serving for Franklin will be Becca Mullen as she'll get this underway. The officials checking the lineups, and apparently everything's okay, so we're set to go. And Becca Mullen will get things underway here for Titusville. Titusville coached by Sarah Leach, assisted by Terry Kerr. And Matt Jones, Val Jones are the coaches for the Franklin Knights.
It's the female Terry Kerr, by the way, not the assistant superintendent.
Yeah, Terry Lynn, that's right.
There were some jokes about that Friday night at the football game because I think she won one of the raffles that went on that night.
She did. Okay, we're checking the lineup here with Titusville and whether they reported the lineup correctly and whether the official has it on his wristband correctly. He's going to make the change here. So that's a question I'm going to have to ask an official sometime as to how this begins when the lineups. That's one of the things I like to do, Luke, is I really enjoy talking to officials. We have Chip Burns, who is big into wrestling and football. He's a football wrestling official both, and it's fun to talk to these guys because they give the insides of what are they looking for in their different positions and so on, and all the technicalities that you and I probably sit in the stands and scream at them about, and because at least I don't know about you, but I usually don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm just yelling like a fool. So it's fun to talk to them. Okay, Becca Mullen gets it underway. A good serve. Titusville, Amy Clark with a good pass. And the free ball for Franklin. Jones bounces it up. Now there's a big hit for Franklin, and it's a point Franklin. That hit coming off of Haley Cook, sophomore. gets the hit. 1-0 Franklin. Mullen with the second service. And the ball was hit deep, and it is out off of the hands of Titusville. 2-0 Franklin. There's one of those fundamental things, Luke. That first pass up to the front line is so critical to your setter. Mullen again. There's the set to the back line. Big hit from Amy Clark. Set back up front by Franklin. Free ball for Titusville now as they weren't able to get the set for the hit. Cross-court hit into the hole, but it's dug out of there by Jones of Franklin. And Cook with a nice hit over there for Franklin as it comes off of Titusville. 3-0. Franklin off to a good start here in game one.
What I like about volleyball, Jim, is you can get a quick start, but yet the momentum can change very quickly.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. Mullen, good serve again. She's serving that ball nice and deep, which is what she wants to do. Bowser, good hit, but hits it out of bounds. Checked that was Jen Wright for Titusville hitting it out of bounds. 4-0 Franklin. Remember, rally scoring, 2:25. Mullen, another deep serve. Good pass up front, good set, good hit, but Amy hits it a little too hard, and it goes deep. And Titusville wants to take a quick timeout. 5-0 Franklin. Titusville takes the timeout.
We'll keep it right here for a moment, Jim. You know, again, just looking at that score in volleyball, we've seen so many times where somebody will run up, 5, 6, 7 points, and then all of a sudden it swings the other way. So certainly it's a situation that's not out of control for the Rockets.
No, not in the least. It's a good timeout by Coach Leach. You get into the 5, 6, 7 point digits, and now you're not only losing the points, you're losing some attitude and some enthusiasm. And so you also want to try to break the concentration of the server. Mullen serving that ball nice and deep for Franklin. And, of course, this break now gets her off of the court for a little bit, so she has to rethink things. And Titusville, of course, getting a chance to get their emotions settled down here a little bit. I think it's a good timeout for Coach Leach. We'll see what happens with it.
There's a couple lessons I learned when I did the pro circuit on the beach.
Yeah, nice serve by Mullen. Cross set. Dink, nice job. Nice easy hit in there. And for Titusville, that points by Katie Neely from the right side. That was a good pass, a good set by Titusville. Good fundamental. 5-1 Franklin. Serving for Titusville now will be Jen Clark. Good serve, Jen on the right side. There's the set to the middle. Here comes the hit by Cook. Deep and out. So Titusville picks up the point, and there you go, Luke, just what you were talking about. It's now down to 5-2.
You know, Jim, in basketball, you talk all the time about making those timeouts count, and there's a situation where they were able to change the momentum with that timeout.
Yeah, nice serve. Yeah, exactly right. Here's the set and the hit. Nice block by Titusville. Hit back over by Titusville. Now a set to the right side. Hit deep by Franklin. Good pass to the front. Titusville with the set. And it is off the net, off of Titusville, and it will go to Franklin, 6-2. Good volley right there. Titusville unable to come up with a point. Dana Lyota serving. Good push over by Titusville. That would be our setter with Foltz. Franklin back into the deep. Foltz sets. Hit by Titusville into the net from the back line, and that was Megan Bowser. 7-2. And referee timeout for Shutai. Did you have to tie your shoe a lot in the beach, too?
Yes, that's right. You know, one of the things I love about tennis is the mental aspect.
Yes.
Placing the ball, and it's the same situation here in volleyball.
Very much so. Yeah, there's a good serve. And Titusville, nice play in there by Llewellyn Foltz as she just pushed it back over as the setter, and it drops for a point in Titusville. Yeah, there's a lot to be said about that. Shannon Doherty comes in for Titusville to do the serving. Deep serve, good set. Oh, nice. Amy Jones gets the point for Franklin. That's Abby Jones, excuse me. That was a nice set by Franklin as they pushed that ball up to the net. Becca Mullen with the set for Jones. Made it pretty easy for Jones. 8-3 Franklin. Franklin serving. Good set, not a real good pass. Now Titusville will get him a free ball, and they're calling a lift on the hit. So an illegal hit by Titusville. Make it 9-3. And now Titusville is going to need to take another timeout here as they're out of position. So Titusville has to take a second timeout, down 9-3 here in game one. A little bit of confusion out there, Luke.
All right, we'll take a quick 30-second timeout ourselves. We'll be back. Rocket Volleyball returns right after this.
Titusville chiropractor Adam Middleton welcomes you to the Titusville office of Middleton Chiropractic. Dr. Middleton is committed to improving the function of your nervous system so that you can have a higher quality of life. Through their office, you'll receive the best care through the use of modern chiropractic techniques and technology. Call us today and we can develop a chiropractic plan specific for you. 827-9970 or visit our website for more information. Middleton Chiropractic, your chiropractor in Titusville.
You know, I thought the pool was warm.
It's hot in here tonight, isn't it? Yeah, I guess we didn't get that air conditioning put in we asked for last year. Yeah, it was a hot day out there today. 9-3, Franklin on top. Titusville with their second time out here early in this game. Trying to get things settled down. Ebsry serving for Franklin. Good pass up to Llewellyn, and the set wasn't high enough, but we got another hit off of it, and we have a violation on the net. As Titusville was into the net, 10-3. Titusville girls are looking a little frustrated right now, Luke, and have to get their emotions in check here. So, good serve. Up to the net. Foltz, good hit. Good job. There it worked. Megan Bowser with a big hit for Titusville. Good set by Foltz. That's what you got to do. You got to let every point go. You mentioned tennis, and we talked about the Open here yesterday, and the mental attitude was incredible yesterday. A lot of that plays in here. Nice serve by Titusville, and that's an ace serve. That's served by Katie Neely right down the line. Point Titusville 10-5. They can get a run of 3-4 points here in this set, in this series of service. Be a lot of help. Another good deep serve. Off to the right side, and it's going to be playable off the ceiling. Set up front to Foltz. Nice pass. Comes a big hit. Amy Clark. Nice shot. Now, that was another good set by Foltz. A good pass from the back line to the front, and Amy Clark able to put it away. 10-6. Neely to serve again for Titusville. Game one here in the varsity match. Good serve. Set. Here comes Jones to the right side. Pass up front. Now to the back line. Hit by Titusville is good. Nice deep hit by Titusville, and that was Jen Clark on the hit for the Rockets. And it drops in right in front of the back line. That's a good deep shot. 10-7. I keep talking about deep shots, Luke. That's where you want to put the ball back deep, make them pass it up. Good serve. Bump over. We'll get a free ball. Short set. Set by Mullen. Hit by Franklin. Nice shot. That was Gravitt for Franklin on a good set by Mullen.
No complaints, though. We picked up some points.
Yeah, 11-7. We went into that service down 10-6, or 10-4, excuse me. We were down 6 points. So, yeah, 11-7. We come back nicely.
I got to tell you, I got to give these ladies a lot of credit because that ball gets lost in the rafters, and I can't imagine trying to play that. Yeah.
Amy Clark up quickly to make the hit. Good block by Clark. Oh, pushed over again. A good effort in there by Piper Franklin. Franklin picks up the point.
That just requires a lot of concentration. And
yeah, the whole way, whether it's off the ceiling or not, it does, Luke. You're absolutely correct. And everybody has to move. Good serve, good set, good hit. Right over here to the announcer. Boy, I tell you, the ball always goes to the shooters. Good point for Titusville, 12-8. Foltz just over the net. It's a good serve. Hit deep by Franklin. Titusville's got a tough one now. Got to get it over. They do a freebie. Nice shot. Good and deep. Here's the set to Jones. Jones can't get there, and it's point Titusville. Abby Jones is a junior. As I mentioned, she stands about 6 foot. Very good athlete. Fun to watch her in basketball. Good serve by Titusville. Foltz. And it will be point Titusville. We're back in it, Luke, 12-10. So now the momentum shifting to Titusville. Some really good serving out here by Llewellyn Foltz. Another serve by Llewellyn. And that comes over the net and blocked by Bowser down. And Titusville picks up another point. Heads up play there by Megan Bowser. And we're down 1 now, 12-11. And no, now they're calling net, I guess. I didn't see that. So that should switch to be 13-10. 12-10, excuse me. Off the net, serve. Set by Titusville. Pass back, now Franklin to the set. It's over the net, and nice shot by now. Bowser gets it that time. That time not in the net, and we pick up the point, 13-11. I did not see her in the net in the previous play, but the officials called that. And they're right in front of me, so I'm not going to say anything. Bowser now to serve for Titusville. Down 2. Megan serve deep, good shot. Nice wide set, and Franklin's not going to be able to get it as the set comes up too close to the net. And unable to handle it was Lyota. Megan Bowser, Titusville down 1 now, battled the way back into the net. Yes, didn't quite clear. 14-12, game 1 here for the Titusville Rockets and the Franklin Knights. Again, if you remember, Titusville was down by 6 here at one time in the game. Serve Franklin. Good pass up. Uh-oh. Franklin saves. Thought we were going to lose that point. Titusville now Foltz to Bowser. Bowser up to the front line, and it's knocked over and out of bounds. And that's off a Clark, so it'll be a point, Franklin. That was not a pretty point for either team. But Franklin's happy they picked it up. 15-12. Pfeiffer serving for Franklin to Bowser. Bowser to Foltz from the back line. Titusville pushes it over. Here's the set. Now they push it back over to Bowser. Here's the set back line. Good hit by Titusville. Franklin handles it well. Another set. And it is hit and in. And that is by that sophomore, Haley Cook. She's picked up about 3 points this game.
A little bit of a hole in the backcourt.
That was a good place shot for Cook. 16-12, Titusville in down by 4. Nice serve. Titusville unable to get there. Dropped it right in the middle. Good hard serve, 17-12. Titusville makes a quick sub. Doherty comes in. Bowser sits down. Another serve, deep, handled by Clark. Back line, Doherty. Up to the front line is Mullen. Sets it across for her teammate, Franklin. Titusville now with a big hit by Clark. Oh, into the net. Had it set, just hit it into the net. 18-12, Titusville down by 6 now. Got ourselves within 1. Now we're back down to 6. Pfeiffer with the serve. And it is hit too far close to the net. And Pfeiffer comes up with a big kill for Franklin. 19-12, Franklin by 7. Julie Pfeiffer with the serve. Amy Clark puts it up, and it's back and forth over the net. Saved by Franklin, pushed deep into the corner, up close to the net for Titusville. Titusville gets a free ball over, whistle, and 2 hits on Titusville. So a double hit, it makes it 20-12, 8-point difference now for for Franklin. Pfeiffer getting a good run here on her service. Doherty gets it out to Foltz, back to Doherty. Doherty has to push it over. It's set over there, far side. Big hit Franklin. Off of Doherty's hands into the backstop for the net, but Titusville saves it. Clark pushes it over. Franklin tries to dink over. Now it's Foltz setting it up. The backside. Titusville not getting the big hit right now. Here comes Franklin's big hit, and it's off the hands of Titusville. Goes out of bounds, 21-12. Dana Lyota is playing big out here right now for Franklin in the front line. Also, Gravitt playing well for Franklin. Deep serve, and it's out. Yeah. The linesman for Titusville wasn't sure what the call was, but the official made the call, and it is out point Titusville.
I was looking at the monitor, boy, that was close.
Was it?
Yeah.
I couldn't see from here.
Like maybe that was in.
Oh, we don't have that replay. That
I know. I shouldn't say. I just caught the tail end of it.
Nice serve by Amy Clark. Pushed back up. Jones with the hit, and it is in deep into the right corner. So Franklin gets it right back, 22-13, 9-point lead now, Franklin, game 1 here. So Franklin pretty much in control now. Titusville got it down to 1, but unable to control it. Amy Clark's pass to Foltz, nice play off the net. Foltz, Titusville will push it over. Here's the set by Mullen. Back set, left-handed hit by Cook, and it is good. 23-13. That was Gravitt, not Cook on that hit, left-handed hitter. So Franklin's got some nice hitters too. We were watching Titusville in the warm-ups. Franklin showing some good service. No mistakes on their serves this game. Good hit by Titusville. Now a set. Gravitt. And it is hit long by Liotta. But good set, good pass. Everything worked well except the hit for Franklin. So 23-14. Wow, we need a big run now, Luke. We need to beat him 11-1. Pushed up, set. Left-handed hit under the net. Into the net, point Titusville. That would be Gravitt into the net. She hits the ball pretty well. I think that left hand messes people up. Don't see many left-hand hitters. Titusville with the serve. Cook, back line, set to Titusville's Foltz. Nice block in there by Gravitt. Titusville returns it. Nice push back by Doherty of Titusville. And Gravitt with a nice hit off the backstop of the bank board. Now Titusville has to play it over, and Amy hits it too far out. And it will be point Franklin, game point, 24-15. So Franklin now with 10 game points. There's the serve. Titusville pushes it over to the front line to Mullen. Over to Jones. Jones hits it, blocked by Titusville into the net. Franklin, and it will be point Titusville, 25-15. Franklin wins game 1. So 1 of the 5 done. Franklin picks up the first win, 25-15. We'll be back with game 2 right after these messages.
Beyond our industry competitive products and local decision-making capabilities, Farmers National Bank strives to be and do more for our customers and our communities. Unparalleled service and attention to detail with each individual customer is something that is not just a promise, it is an expectation that we embrace. So for all the things that home can mean, we invite our customers, businesses, and communities to come home to Farmers National Bank.
Zoom email users. Your email has a great new look and some exciting new features. The enhancements include an improved web interface, more tools to keep you organized, and larger mailboxes. We've even added convenient links to your Facebook and Twitter accounts. The new look and upgraded features are designed to make your internet experience better than ever. For more information, visit ArmstrongMyWire.com. Armstrong, one wire, infinite possibilities.
All right, getting ready to begin game number 2. Franklin just won the first game.
That was a good game. Titus got down by 6 real early, 10-4, and got it back to 1 about 15-14, I believe it was, and ended up losing 25-15. So unable to keep a run going, and then once the serve got back into Franklin's hands, they were able to kind of dominate things, control things. Franklin did not have a service fault the entire match or that entire game, meaning they never served one into the net. Titusville had a couple service faults. But Titusville unable to really get the set because that first pass is so critical, and Franklin's serving so deep into our back court that our pass isn't getting up to our setters, to Foltz and Doherty, and so therefore we're not getting this set for the big hit, and we're going to have to hit everything from the back line, while the first line would be about 10-foot line. So it's a case Titusville not getting the ball pushed to the front in order to get the set. So we'll see what happens this time for the Titusville Rockets. Titusville will serve to get this second game underway. Down one game now, 25-15. And checking lineups again. And Amy Clark will start things off for Titusville serving. So we're set to go here in game two. Titusville down 1-0 as we get set for game two. Amy Clark to serve. Good serve. Ball's hit up to the net, and Megan Bowser starts things off as the pass comes over to the Titusville side of the net, and Amy pushes it, Megan Bowser pushes it down. Point Titusville. 1-0 Titusville. So Clark now will continue her service as we get this second game underway. I'd like to see us get a good run going here and get ourselves up by several. Clark, nice serve. And the hit by Franklin is deep and out of bounds. That was Pfeiffer who overhit the ball, and 2-0 Titusville. Amy Clark once again. Good serve. Set by Titusville. Pushed over into the hole. Nice save by Franklin. Jones hits it back for Franklin. Here comes the set to Bowser. Bowser hits it in the corner. Jones returns it. Set and a short set double hit. As that ball was come off the hands of Gravitt. One hand in the other. Illegal hit. 3-0 Titusville. Titusville looks a little tentative to really unload and hit the ball. We've had a couple of good sets. There's a good serve. Excuse me, and Amy Clark, my goodness. Amy Clark with a good service, ace. 4-0 Titusville. It's the run we needed, Luke, to get things going here in the second game. Clark to continue. Deep serve, and it's too deep. Out. Point Franklin, 4-1. Thought that might drop.
Just needs a little top spin.
Yeah, it did. Okay. Franklin now serving. Mullen. Good pass to the net. Good set. Good hit, Bowser. There we got one. So that's what we need to do. You just need to pull the stops and hit that thing. And we got a good set, good pass right up to the front line to Foltz. She got a good set, and Bowser put it away. 5-1 Titusville. Foltz serving. Jones pushes it up. Set to the front line. There's a left-handed hit. Gravitt. Titusville now trying to save it. Clark. Now it's pushed back over by Jen Clark. Amy Clark now up to Foltz. Foltz with the set. Good hit. Point Titusville. Katie Neely picks up the hit. Now Titusville starting to unload a little bit on this sets. Or excuse me, on these sets by Foltz. That's two good shots. Katie Neely and Megan Bowser has got for Titusville. 6-1 Titusville. Llewellyn Foltz. Good serve. Good hit. Good hit in there that time. That was by Gravitt of Franklin. So point Franklin, 6-2. Franklin will get the serve. It will be Dana Liotta serving for Franklin. Amy Clark, a little too far, and is pushed over by Jones. The first pass came too far up to the net. Jones came over the net, pushed it back down into the hole created right there in the Titusville front line. Got the point, 6-3 Titusville. Good pass now to Foltz. Oh, nice hit, Megan Bowser. Redirected that ball big time. That was a good hit. Instead of going straight across the net, she hit it to her left, right down the net. Good hit, 7-3 Titusville. Bowser to serve for the Lady Rockets. Stuck up in the ceiling. I haven't seen that in a long time. It's stuck up in some of the lines, so that'll be a replay. So we'll play over. Bowser's serve. Lyotta has to bring it up. Jones now has to push it over. Amy Clark, Bowser to the front line. The hit by Amy Clark into the net. From the back line, 7-4. Titusville by 3 as Franklin picks up the point.
I guess if Lionel Richie can dance on the ceiling, you might as well just play volleyball on the ceiling.
Yeah. Athletic director Jim Cum will jump up there and get that after the match.
It'll probably be up there for our first basketball game.
I'm not going there. Franklin with the serve. Oh, back set and illegal. And it will be a point Franklin, 7-5. Can't let down here mentally. The girls got to keep it going. Franklin with a serve. Clark to Bowser. It's got to be a free ball. Titusville pushes it over by Jen Wright. Here's the set by Mullen. The hit by Franklin. It's too deep. It's out. Point Titusville. Point and serve. Back over to the Rocket side. 8-5. The Rockets on top. Game 2. Titusville lost the first game 25-15. Trying to get back into here. Good serve. Titusville. Bowser hits it over. Big hit by Gavitt. This Gavitt gal's got a really big hit for her. Check that. Yeah, it is Gavitt. Junior. 8-6. Left-handed hitter. Nice deep serve. That was a good serve. Bowser has to push it up. Free ball for Franklin. To the setter. Now to Jones. Jones with a big hit down the line. It's good. 8-7. Pfeiffer with a good set to Abby Jones. Grab it once again. Good serve. Pushed up to the net and unable to handle it is Titusville. Right into the chest of Katie Neely. Unable to get herself under it to get any height on the pass. Another shot by Gravitt, and it is good. Ace hit. 9-8. Now Franklin goes on top on that ace serve. Becca Gravitt once again. The back line, Bowser, and it has to go over, and it is over by Wright. There's Jones with a big hit into the net. Both these teams now starting to wind up on it, putting a little bit of force into their hits. Titusville picks up the point. We're tied at 9. Jen Clark to serve for the Rockets. Good serve. She gets an ace. Confusion in the back line between Franklin's players. That was Mullen and Lyotta.
I know I always did better when the other person was confused.
Me too. About the only time I scored.
That's right.
Yeah, into the net. So Titusville loses service and a point. Tied at 10. Abby Jones for Franklin to serve. Off the net, good serve. Set by Titusville. Amy Clark, big hit. We get the point. Amy is a bit frustrated out there with her hits, but she gets a big hit that time and picks up the point for Titusville. Shannon Doherty for the Rockets. Gravitt. Good hit by Titusville. Back line. Doherty pushes it over. Quick set over by Franklin. Bowser back set. Bowser down the line off the hands of Franklin. Oh. No, I guess not. They're calling it out on Titusville. I thought Franklin touched that. I'm right on top of the play and still can't see it. Tied at 11. Pfeiffer with the service, and it's out. Point Titusville. Too deep in the court. Amy Clark now for Titusville leading 12-11. Game 2 here at the high school. Titusville. Amy Clark serves. Good serve. Nice pass. Up to the front, over by Franklin. Now set to Foltz, to Bowser. Bowser pushes back in the corner. Good save there by Jones. Nice block by Bowser. Foltz Set Amy Clark to Bowser, pushes it deep into the right corner and off the hands of Gravitt in the back corner. Point Titusville. It's a good point for Titusville.
Good ball movement there, too.
Yeah, it was. 13-11. It was a good play by both teams. Amy Clark takes a little off the serve, almost dropped it in. Free ball, Titusville. Push up to Foltz. Foltz set to Bowser. Bowser tips it over and out of bounds. Point Franklin. Good execution, just didn't complete. Becca Mullen for Franklin. Doherty to Foltz. Big hit. Nice into the net, Franklin. Big hit out there is by Katie Neely. Now, there was a good pass, good set. That's the kind of things you like to see as a coach. Just good execution. Foltz for Titusville. Franklin trying to save it. They do. Good hustle. Titusville. Megan Bowser. Point as her shot was blocked. Katie Neely with a good pass that time. Titusville just not able to complete. Layada out. It is. Too long on the service. Point Titusville. 15-13. Titusville by 2. Jen Wright comes in for Titusville. Bowser, good service. Nice save, Franklin. No, can't get the third hit. Come off the heating pipes up in the ceiling. Made it very difficult for Piper to save it for Franklin. Bowser again to serve. Titusville leading by 3. Mullins set. Abby Jones hits it out. Point Titusville. That time Franklin unable to complete it. Good execution, but couldn't get the hit in. Bowser to serve again. Titusville up 4 here in game 2. Good pass to Mullen. Back set. Tapped over to Gavitt. To Foltz of Titusville. And Titusville hits it out. And that would be Katie Neely trying to go down the line with it. 17-14. Titusville on top, game 2. Good game, Luke.
Absolutely. Hey, this Friday we'll be at Carter Field for another home game as Sharon Tigers come to town to take on the Rockets.
Should be a good one. Down the right side, set to Foltz. Hit deep by Titusville, just not getting that last hit. There's Gravitt, good hit. Saved by Titusville, no. Off the heating pipe again for Titusville. And Foltz unable to come up with the hit for Titusville as a save. This Gravitt gal, I'm really impressed with her as a junior. This left-handed hitter, Luke. She hits that ball well. Franklin on the serve, Bowser. Good pass to Foltz. Back set to Neely. Neely head is up and unable to block Franklin. Point Titusville. 19-15. Check that, 18-15. I thought we had 18.
No. See, I adjusted my score based off of what you said, and I was correct to begin with.
Good serve, Titusville. Good set, good hit. Nice block, Bowser. Point Titusville. Actually, I don't think we blocked it. I think Jones hit it into the net, and then they got a 4th hit on it. But point Titusville nonetheless. Now it's 19-15. I was right. Just called it a little early.
Like your touchdown last week?
Yeah. Shut up. Neely, nice serve, nice block. Titusville's right. Now Titusville with a free ball. Bowser to Foltz, cross court to Amy Clark. Good hit right into the hands of Layada, and she could do nothing with it. Good hard hit by Amy cross court. 20-15, Titusville by 5. Katie Neely for Titusville. Set up to Mullen. Cross court it comes. Hit deep. Bowser now passes it up to Foltz. Back line Bowser. And off the net. Out of bounds. Point Franklin. Right idea. Titusville up 4. Did I call a touchdown early last week? Is that what you're telling me, Luke?
Well, no, yes.
There's the first service mistake for Franklin here. They hit it into the net. Point Titusville, 21-16. No, yes.
I'll tell you what, not to take you away from what you're trying to get to here, that was a big opportunity for Franklin to try to get back into it.
It was, absolutely. Amy Clark going to push it over. Easy set now for Franklin. And a big hit. And point Franklin. Abby Jones coming up to the net and really punching it down. 21-17. Titusville does not want to lose momentum here. Need 4 to win. Abby Jones. Good serve, good pass. Fultz, cross court to Amy Clark. Big hit, Amy Clark once again right into the head of the Franklin players, and they're unable to handle it. And a point Titusville. Amy's getting loosened up here in this last part of this game, starting to relax a little bit.
I'd like to know what's going on mentally. Are they looking at players saying, oh, this person's paying attention, this one, try to catch them off guard a little bit?
Ace serve for Titusville by Doherty. What's that again, Luke?
I'm just wondering if the players up at the net are focused on looking to see which players on Franklin's team are paying attention and which ones are.
No, I think that I don't know. Hang on a second. Good hit. Nice play by Doherty. Good set. Bowser into the right side, and it's out. Oof. She's having a tough time. Good play by Titusville. I think Titusville has a preset hit plan. I'm not sure that they're really focusing on what the other team is doing so much as they. Although I don't know, they might take a look just before they hit.
If I'm up at the net waiting, for my team to serve, I think I'm scoping out to see.
Well, I'm sure that's true, and how much you can execute it. Nice hit, Amy Clark. Bowser with a nice net play. Titusville picks up the point. 24-18, game point, Titusville. Yeah, I'm sure they're watching, but I think sometimes a lot of it has to do with how it's set. Served by Clark. Good set. Oh, Gavitt punches it over. And good hit by Franklin on a one-hitter. Send it right back over. 24-19, Franklin will serve. Again, Titusville 1 point from winning game 2 here.
Oh, what a matchup here tonight at the launch pad.
Mullen. Titusville now. Fultz, backline hit. Amy Clark just punches it over. Mullen saves. Set by Franklin. Gravitt, big left-hand hit. She puts it down. 24-20. Tightening up here. Franklin leading 1-0.
If Titusville loses this game, they're going to have to win 3 in a row.
Good serve. Nice set to Bowser. Had to run too much to it. Wasn't set there. Mullen to Gravitt. And a big hit Gravitt. Another point Franklin. 24-21. Gravitt having a big game, especially here those last few points. Titusville up 3 here. Mullen. Doherty. Bowser now to save. Here's Mullen. Doherty punches it over. Set by Mullen. Big hit in there by Lyotta. Lyotta hits it down, 24-22.
I think I'd be calling a timeout about now.
Good call.
Thank you. Try to break the momentum.
Going to take a timeout, try to stop this momentum. Titusville up 2, 24-22 here in game 2.
Hi, I'm Phyllis Rapp, owner-designer here at Acorn Acres Floral Design. Acorn Acres has been voted best florist in the oil region for the past 6 years. Each design is created with the recipient in mind. Stop out or give us a call at 814-657-8599. For funeral, weddings, or everyday arrangements, contact us here at Acorn Acres Floral Design.
(24-22). Franklin down by 2 with the serve. Franklin won the first game of this match, 25-15. Titusville needs to pick up a point here. We have 2 opportunities here, or we're going to get ourselves in a real tight situation. Served by Franklin's Mullen. Doherty, pass up to Bowser. Big hit, Neely. Point Titusville, game Titusville. Well, that's what happens after a timeout. You come out, you execute, and you get the job done. Titusville picks up game 2, 25-22. We'll be back with the third game of this match right after these messages.
It's time to get ready to head back to school, and where else can you find everything you need under one roof? The Cranberry Mall offers the shopping experience that will take care of you head to toe. Unique stores, great food, and monthly events like the Summer Flea Market every Friday through Sunday, now until the end of August at the Cranberry Mall.
Colonial Machine Company in Pleasantville is a proud supporter of the Titusville Rockets. The Colonial Machine Company takes pride in their products, working hard to manufacture and supply a quality product that's priced right and made right here in the USA. The Colonial Machine Company would like to wish the Rocket athletes best of luck on and off the field and remind you that you are a product of your school and the community. So continue to work hard, play hard, and maintain the quality of excellence that Rocket fans have come to expect. Go Rockets from the Colonial Machine Company in Pleasantville.
Well, an exciting matchup here at the launch pad, Jim. We are tied up 1 game apiece, Knights and the Rockets. And I'll tell you what, this is a rivalry that's gone back for generations.
But we talk about this every time we get together, Luke, in terms of where we are, especially we do it in football. We spend more time talking about it in football than we do anyplace else. It's fun to play Franklin, Oil City, Meadville, Corey, these local, what we call the local schools, the old Northwest Conference, Section 2 back when I was playing. There's that rivalry is there, and it's a tradition that you really want to keep. And these kids see each other. We say this all the time. They see each other all summer long at the different volleyball, basketball camps, whatever it might be. And, boy, don't you think for a second that they're not talking to one another a little bit about, oh, remember that game we did this, or that game you did that, and we got you that night, and that type of thing. And that just keeps this kind of a rivalry going. And so the Rockets and the Franklin Knights have been doing this for many, many years. And, we can go back, my goodness, clear back into the 40s. Well, I can't. I can. Some of you young folks can't do that, I guess. But so, yeah, it's a big rivalry. Last game, I was impressed with a lot of the kids that played well. Amy Clark started to loosen up, hitting the ball pretty well. But Llewellyn Foltz and Shannon Doherty passing the ball well for Titusville, set and so on. On the Franklin side of the net, Becca Mullen setting the ball well. Becca Gravitt and Abby Jones hitting the ball, and Lyada come up with some pretty good hits for Franklin. So you've got different kids stepping up at different times for both of these ball clubs. So Megan Bowser had a pretty good game last game. Had a couple of hits that went out of bounds on her, but had some really good net play. So things seem to work a little bit better for Titusville in that game fundamentally. Got some good passes, got some good sets, and got the hits. So we go into game 3 tied 1 apiece, 25-15 Franklin first game, 25-22 Titusville second game. We go to game 3. It's a best of 5. The 5th game is to 15 points. Remember, it's all rally scoring, so everything's important. Franklin will serve first. It'll be Becca Mullen of Franklin with the service. And Titusville now gets it up to the net, backside. Neely with the hit into the net, point Franklin. Well, you get everything you wanted, except you didn't get the point. And I'm going to fall over my chair here, Luke.
Because you didn't get the point?
No, because I'm not chewing gum. If I was chewing gum, I would have fallen probably.
Check the bedpost.
Good serve by Mullen, and Titusville unable to handle it. 2-0 Franklin. Don't want to get down here. This is the way it started out in game 1. Served. Titusville into the net. No, check that. Franklin into the net. As Titusville Llewellyn Foltz tried to push it over on the pass. Point Titusville 2-1. Important point there for Titusville. Break the momentum. We need a few now. Good serve. Good pass up. Mullen sets. Hit. And good by Cook. Off the hands of Titusville, point Franklin. Side out Franklin. So we just get it and give it right back, plus the point. Again, a good pass, good set, and Franklin able to finish it off with Haley Cook, sophomore. Doherty Good pass up to Fultz. Back set to Bowser, pushes it over, and now Franklin able to save it. No, it hits the ceiling, comes over. Point Titusville. Good effort in there by Franklin, but good job in there by Titusville. Doherty comes out. Jen Wright comes in for Titusville. Into the front line. Bowser to serve for Titusville. Deep serve off the arms of Franklin, but they save it. And off the wall, now the ceiling, and point Titusville. Nice deep set by, serve by Titusville. Megan Bowser tied up 3 here. Another good serve. Pfeiffer off the ceiling. And now Franklin hits it over. Set by Titusville. Good hit by Titusville, and it will be saved by the Knights. Yes, nice job by Franklin. Set to Amy Clark, pushes it down the line. Back over here to Franklin. Franklin now has to get it over. They do. Here comes to Titusville. Hit by Bowser. Up, not quite enough. Into the net. Point Franklin. Lost track of some of the names here.
Yeah, good rally going on.
Good rally, though. Yeah, Fultz played well. And also Pfeiffer for Franklin helped out a great deal in that rally. 4-3, Franklin up 1 point. Serve Franklin. Amy Clark. Set. Jen Wright down the left side, and net violation on Franklin. Be a point Titusville. Kate Neely will serve for Titusville. Neely, grab it. The hit by Franklin, saved by Franklin. And now we have a violation on the net also for Franklin. Point Titusville.
Where are the boos coming from?
I don't know. Into the net, Titusville loses the serve and the point. Katie trying to drop it in down the line here. Grab it with the serve. Titusville, almost hit it out, but Franklin saves the Grasby to Jones. Jones saved by, passed up by Bowser. Bowser hits it over. And Franklin unable to hang on to it as Gabsry hits it out for Franklin. Point Titusville.
A lot of one-handed hits there.
Yeah, that wasn't pretty. Jen Clark for Titusville. Nice serve. Going to come over. Jen Wright. Tipped over by Fultz. Now hit deep by Franklin. Jen Wright, nice hit. Deep into the corner. Everybody pulled up, and she got it deep into the right corner. Point Titusville. Titusville up 2, 7-5. Titusville now 2 serve. Jenny Clark. Franklin's trying to save it. Now they got a free ball, and they're going to hit it into the net as that point got away from Franklin from the get-go. Pfeiffer trying to hit it over, but really did not have good position. Titusville with the serve, leading by 3. And this time, Franklin trying to dink it over. Pfeiffer, and hits it out. Point Titusville. 9-5 Titusville.
I'm going to guess if Titusville picks up another point or two, Franklin will be calling a timeout.
Jen Clark into the net. 9-6. That's your fault.
Yep, sorry.
Abby Jones for Franklin. Good serve. Right into the shoulders. If he could have got out of the way, it would have gone out, but that serve was so hard, it was Jen Clark couldn't get out of the way of it. And Jones picks up the point, 9-7, Titusville by 2. We are in game 3. Jones again for Franklin. Another good serve, good pass to Fultz. Fultz comes across to Amy Clark. Good blocking by Franklin. Good play by Clark, back up and over. A good block by Franklin, but Amy didn't give up on it, and she came right back off the block and hit it over and down for the point Titusville.
She's been tough up at the net.
Yeah, like I mentioned, the last half of the last game, she finally started to get into it a little better. Serve Titusville, and Franklin saved it. And no, they're going to call a double hit on Franklin. Pfeiffer hit it twice. 11-7. Doherty serving for Titusville. A lot more energy right now for Titusville. Doherty hits it into the net. 11-8. You can hear more energy coming out of the crowd and off the Titusville bench right now. Something we didn't have earlier. Pfeiffer for Franklin. Off the net, gets the ace. 11-9, Titusville by 2. Pfeiffer's hitting that from about 10 feet behind the line. Another good serve, Doherty. Good pass up to Foltz. Good set, good block, but it's blocked out. It's a good hit in there by Titusville. Just a good pass, set, and spike. I enjoyed that one. 12-9, Titusville by 3. That's what you like to see when you're coaching. You just like to see that fundamental play. Amy Clark hits it deep. Franklin trying to save. They do. Lyota hits it over. Save to Foltz. Good hit by Clark. Across it comes for Franklin. Now set up by Foltz. Comes back across. Titusville has to push it in. The set wasn't quite deep enough. Gravitt tries to push it over. Saved by Titusville. Back to Foltz. Foltz hits it into the hole. The little smallest person on the court gets the third hit over for Titusville. Pushes it right in the hole. The girls are smiling about that one. 13-9. That was a good volley. Good point for Titusville. Amy Clark. Serve once again. Good serve. Good hit by Franklin. Now it comes to Foltz, and it's an illegal hit on Titusville. 13-10. Foltz unable to handle the pass, and consequently the point, Franklin. Becca Mullen. Clark off the net, goes over the net. Brought back over by Gravitt. To Foltz. Foltz back line. Katie Neely. Neely into the arms of Mullen, and that's an illegal hit. Upper arm. Rolled upper arm, I should say. 14-10 Titusville. Llewellyn Foltz once again to Mullen. Backside comes to Gravitt. Oh, she mishits that one. And point Titusville. 15-10. That's the first miss hit that I've seen this Gravitt gal from Franklin make tonight. Good hitter. Foltz once again, Titusville. Good serve. Good pass by Franklin to Mullen. And miss hit once again by Franklin. Now Franklin's Haley Cook with the miss hit. That's 3 in a row for Franklin. They haven't been doing that all evening. All of a sudden, Titusville up 6.
The first game was almost perfect from Franklin. Second game, a few mistakes, and now there's been a few in this game.
Yeah, there's another one. Pass was not real good. Mullen couldn't pick it up off the net. Another point Titusville. And Franklin wants a timeout. 17-10, Titusville leading here in game 3. Franklin with a timeout.
Morelli's Jewelry and Repair at the
$17-10, Titusville leading here in game 3. Each team with one game each. Titusville losing the first game 25-15 in this match, coming back winning the second 25-22. Leading here 17-10 game 3. Foltz with the serve. Here comes Gravitt. Nice block, Bowser, and it is 4 hits. Bowser up there. The ball is actually hit into the net by Franklin. Point Titusville. Titusville by 8. Foltz, deep hit. Nice pass by Jones to Mullen. And Gravitt punches it over now to Bowser, and Bowser now finally hits it in. down the right line. Say finally because she's been frustrated hitting it out a couple of times trying to get it down that line. This time she picks up the point. Titusville by 9 here in game 3.
Tell you what, the Rockets are really feeling that momentum.
Foltz, nice pass, a nice shot. Here comes Abby Jones. Nice hit, Abby Jones. That's big time hit from the back line. 19-11. Yeah, they really are. The momentum has changed big time, and I'm wondering about conditioning a little bit here. Franklin set to serve. Pass up, bad pass. Foltz saves it though. Titusville has to get it over. Doherty hits it deep to the front line. Big hit by Franklin. They save it. No, Titusville cannot save it as Lyotta made the big hit for Franklin. 19-12. Titusville needs to keep it going. Here's Lyotta with the serve. To the front line, now Foltz to Doherty. Doherty hits it over, and it hits the net and drops through. Break for Titusville that time. I thought we were going to hit it into the net, but it climbed over the net. 20-12, Titusville by 8. Bowser to serve for the Lady Rockets. Good serve, good set. Comes the big hit. Good block by Titusville, unable to save it though. Jen Wright in with the block for Titusville, but Titusville unable to get to save the ball. 20-13, Titusville by 7. Haley Cook for Franklin. Deep serve, Amy Clark. Oh, pass wasn't good. Bowser's going to save it. Now we get a free ball. Titusville gets it back deep. Good pass, good shot by Titusville. Here comes Amy Jones. Saved by Clark. Nice pass to Bowser. And whistle. Double hit on Titusville. I didn't see it, but that must have been there. Must have been in our set. That was a nice pass by Amy Clark that time off the hard hit. 20-14, Titusville by 6. Haley Cook again for Franklin. To Clark. Clark, nice pass up. Hit into the right side. That point in there for Titusville is by Gallamish of Titusville, Nicole Gallamish into the match. And she's going to come out, but she picks up the point for the Lady Rockets, 21-14, as Katie Neely comes back in to serve for Titusville. So Gallamish does her job. Picks up the point. Neely down the right side. And Jones tries to save it, and off the hands of Jen Knight, unable to pick it up is Titusville. And as a point, Franklin, 21-15. Grab it to serve for Franklin. Oh, on the net. Point Titusville. No. I don't know what the call is. They're saying Titusville grabbed the ball or something. I'm not really sure because I saw Franklin on the net. And it's going to be a point Franklin, 21-16. Another good serve by Gravitt. Foltz, nice set. Titusville now getting ready for the block. Here's Amy Jones with a big hit. Nice job, Bowser. Bowser hits it back over. A nice set by Franklin. Over to Jones. Jones, easy hit over Bowser with a set. Here comes Foltz, right side, Amy Clark. Oh, hits it too deep. Got a little bit too much of it. 21-17. Good volley. And Franklin now trying to make a little bit of a run here. Grab it to serve again for Franklin. Titusville by 4 here, game 3. Good serve. Good pass by Titusville. There comes to Clark. Clark hits it down. Good dig by Franklin. Lyotta over for Franklin. Now Titusville has to get it back over. Neely will get it across. No, it hits the net. Point Franklin. 21-18. I don't know who's suffering more, the girls or the coach here for Titusville.
The fans, everybody's on their toes, man.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, another point. Ace serve. 21-19, and Sarah Lee says, I want a timeout. 21-19 by 2 here in game 3, and Titusville takes a timeout.
Bluegill Graphics is ready to help you with all of your screen printing and embroidery projects. They can take orders for as few as 6 pieces to thousands of pieces for your club, special event, business, family reunion, or just your group of friends. Bluegill Graphics can custom design the artwork for you or use your own design or creative ideas to come up with great-looking apparel. 1-800-645-7430 or stop by our shop and talk to our experts about your upcoming project. Bluegill Graphics for all your custom screen printing and embroidery needs.
And welcome back to the Launch Pad. Our coverage here tonight brought to you by Farmers National Bank, Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, Colonial Machine Company, Morrison Builder Supply, Big G Tire and Auto, Middleton Chiropractic, Bluegill Graphics, Armstrong Cable, Titusville Area Hospital, Acorn Acres, Morelli's Jewelry and Repair, and the Cranberry Mall. Some of our wonderful sponsors allowing us to bring you all the great sports of the Titusville Rockets. Jim?
Gravitt to serve for Franklin. Titusville by 2. Good serve. Titusville now with the set. Jen Wright with the hit. Save dug by Franklin. Comes Abby Jones, and Jones hits it down and in for Franklin, and Franklin gets it in to a 1-point lead. So Franklin able to dig into this lead of Titusville. Down 1, served by Gravitt. We need a point here. Good set, good hit, Amy Clark. We're in. That time Amy comes down line with it, and got a really good set by Llewellyn Foltz. And I'm impressed with Foltz in her setting. She does very well with the sets. And that's a key position, being able to set up these big hitters. And that time she got a nice set to Clark, and Amy able to put it down the line. Titusville with the serve. Into net point, Titusville. Unable to handle it out there was Julie Pfeiffer of Franklin. 23-20, Titusville by 3. Need 2 to win, 2 more to win. Jen Clark serves. Down on the side. Back set to Amy Jones. Jones cross court. Nice dig by Titusville. Set by Foltz. Hit back deep by Titusville. Here comes another set to Jones. Jones with a big hit, and it's in. The young lady can hit the ball. 23-20. Check that now. They're calling that out, I guess. I thought that was a good hit. Not sure what the call was. Franklin's asking what it was, too.
So right now we have 24-20, but there's...
They called it out. Okay. So it's 24-20, Titusville. Good serve. Hit by Franklin. Good dig by Titusville. Good set by Foltz. Amy Clark into the hole. Dug out by Franklin. There's Jones. Good hit by Jones. Bowser to Foltz to Bowser. Back line, and now Franklin gives us a free ball. We ought to get something out of this. Get a good set. We should be able to get something. Oh, Foltz try to carry it over. Another good opportunity deep. Titusville's got to go after it, and can we get it? Bowser saves it over. Good job, Bowser. Franklin tries to punch it over. Here's Foltz with a wide set. Amy Clark off the net. Good block, and no, it's 4 hits. It was not blocked. Wow, that was a good point. 24-21. Wow. There's some good hustle out there by the Rocket ladies saving that. Bowser. Okay, we'll see what happens here. Franklin on the serve to Llewellyn. Foltz hit by Neely. Gravitt pushes it out. And that's the game. Wow, what a game. 25-21, Titusville wins game 3. We'll be back with the 4th game right after these messages. Rocket Volleyball on the stream at TitusvillePALive.com, OilRegionLive.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Once again, it's here, the model year-end event at Donovan and Bauer Auto Group in Titusville. And by George, the remaining 2013 Silverados and Sierras are flying out here with all the incentives. Aren't they, Troy?
That's right, George. The 2013s are flying out of here. However, General Motors has reloaded with redesigned product with the all-new 2014 Chevrolet Silverado, GMC Sierra, the Chevy Spark, Impala, and the all-new Buick Encore.
Find new roads and come see us at Donovan Bauer Auto Group, Route 8 North in Titusville.
Zoom email users. Your email has a great new look and some exciting new features. The enhancements include an improved web interface, more tools to keep you organized, and larger mailboxes. We've even added convenient links to your Facebook and Twitter accounts. The new look and upgraded features are designed to make your internet experience better than ever. For more information, visit ArmstrongMyWire.com. Armstrong, one wire, infinite possibilities.
And welcome back to the launch pad. We're beginning game number 4 as the Titusville Rockets lead 2-1 to the Franklin Knights. And wow, what a matchup here at the launch pad. Very, very exciting match here tonight. Don't forget, Friday night we'll be back at Carter Field for Rocket football. And then we're on the road for 3 weeks before coming back to Carter Field for homecoming. So one more home game this Friday night and then on the road for 3 weeks. In between all that time, we'll be bringing you girls soccer and boys soccer. Looking forward to it as we continue our fall sports coverage right here on the stream. Again, Rockets lead the Knights 2-1 as we begin game number 4 here in just a few moments.
Hey, this has been fun, Luke, as we've watched. I've been watching a little bit more of Coach Sarah Leach. And it's the first we've seen her this season, and she's really gets into this thing. Of course, I understand that from a coaching perspective, but that last game where she was up and down off the bench and around and really encouraging the girls. And as I mentioned, I think one of the key factors of that last game, Luke, was midway through the game. I was somewhere around 17-12, somewhere in that vicinity in score if Titusville was up. Titusville had a lot of energy coming off the bench. Those girls were really excited down there. Coach was excited. And I think that had a big impact on that last game. When you get those kids all cheering for you off that bench, and the team out in the field, out in the court picked up on all that and picked the game up a little bit.
Some of the challenges right now, Jim, for the Titusville Lady Rockets, it's going into game 4 here, up 2-1, telling them it's not over yet. You still got to come out, try to build that lead early on. On the Franklin side, it's that pressure of being down 2-1.
Yeah, it is, and you're absolutely correct. The first thing you do for Titusville, you say, let's get them now. This is one of those situations where you want to get up 10-0 if you can. This is where you really want to put the pressure on. We get to serve. Amy Clark will start the thing for us here in game 4. And on the opposite side, like you mentioned, Luke, yeah, they've got to get themselves some enthusiasm. They've got to get some momentum going here early, I think, in game 4 if they want to pull this game out and go to a game 5. So, yeah, both of them are up against it right now. Things look good for Titusville. They seem to have the momentum right now, and we'll see whether or not they can carry through here in this game. Amy Clark gets it started. Good serve into the hole. Point Titusville. Unable to handle it out there was Gabstree. So Amy Clark puts Titusville up 1-0. Amy's a big hitter for Titusville. Good athlete. And again, point Titusville as the ball come off, and that Franklin unable to control it. 2-0 Titusville. Again, Amy's found a spot that she likes to hit right now. She's going right into the middle of that back line, and that's a hard serve to handle.
Yeah, there's some speed on that serve.
Yeah, there is, and Julia Grabsby of Franklin is really having some difficulty coming up with that. 3-0 Titusville. There it comes again, same place. Covered by Franklin. Off the net, but unable to set it and get anything going. As Ryota went over to help out there in the middle on that serve. 4-0 Titusville. Clark serving. Good serve by Clark. Lyota hits it out, 5-0. And it's nothing for the Franklin girls. It's just a good serve by Amy. That's just clearing the net, and that thing's just dropping just behind the front line. Another good serve, same spot. This time they get a good pass. Here's the set. The hit by Jones, good by Doherty. Nice dink, nice job by Fultz. That ball is going to go into the net. Hit by Franklin. Franklin's keeping it alive. Here comes Bowser with a big hit off the net. It goes off the net, out of bounds as she tries to go across court on it. Point Franklin. So Franklin finally gets Amy Clark out of that service area. Probably glad to see her go. Mullen, Doherty. Oh, Fultz goes for it and unable to get there. You want your setter to have the second hit, but in that case, the pass was bad. She couldn't get to it. 5-2, Titusville. Doherty to Fultz. Fultz goes to Neely. Neely down the right line. It's picked up there by Franklin. Jones now pushes it deep. Titusville to Fultz. To Bowser. Bowser hits off the wall. off of Jones, who goes off the ceiling. Point Titusville. Titusville's getting some fundamental things done here in the last couple of games. That first pass is critical, and that gives Fultz a chance, Llewellyn a chance to get a good set. Franklin now with a good set and a good hit. Good job out there by the Franklin ladies as Dana Liotta picks up the point for Franklin. 6-3 Titusville. Now you hear Coach, I don't know if you can hear her or not, Coach Sarah Lee saying, don't let up, don't let up. She's really on them. Here's Doherty with a set to Fultz. Doherty pushes it over. And Franklin now to save, they do. And to the front line, but Bowser's right there and puts it right back over. 7-3. Jen Wright in now. Doherty sits down for Titusville as they go to the front line.
Franklin had a little bit of some troubles there. They kind of punched at it a little bit, and Titusville just stepped up and delivered.
Yeah, they are. Franklin's playing a little tight right now. Bowser for Titusville. Good serve. Franklin with a good pass. There's the set. It's a little too close to the net, but Franklin able to control it. Back line goes to Bowser. She pushes it deep. Liotta pushes it back up. Here's the hit by Franklin and into the net. Franklin, it'll be a point to Franklin. 7-4. Titusville by 3. Haley Cook to serve for Franklin. Gets a good serve. Clark to Fultz, back line. Megan Bowser gets it deep. Mullen with a set. Loyola with a double hit. And that's a point Titusville.
I think our good buddy Vic Carr's doing some volleyball this fall.
Oh, is he? Got his legs under him again, huh? Titusville with a good serve. Nice block. Can he keep it going? No, 4 hits. Too many. So it'll go back over to Franklin point. Yeah, Vic's been laid up a little bit, getting his body put back into shape with some metal surgery. Grab it. I laugh because I had it done. Grab it. Oh, into the net. Big mistake. 9-5 Titusville. I think Vic likes the refereeing, especially volleyball. It's easier on the legs. Good serve by Titusville. Big hit by Amy. Nice job by Titusville's. Fultz hits it deep. Grab it over to Jones. Jones with a big hit. Titusville can't save it. Would have been out, but Titusville's tried to save it. That would be Katie Neely. That's a hard decision to make. That ball's coming at you, and you got a split second to decide if it's going to be in or out. 9-6 Titusville. Abby Jones to serve. And it's too long. 10-6 Titusville. Titusville gets the serve. Doherty in to serve.
I guess you'd rather see a player go for it than watch it land in.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just a reaction thing, you know. Doherty with a good serve. The set by Gravitt. Amy Clark. Back line to Neely. Neely hits it too deep, and it's out. 10-7. Franklin now will get the service. Gabsry, good serve. Fultz dinks it over. Jones sets it up. Back to Gravitt, to Neely, to Fultz, to Clark. Clark, nice block in there. Save, nice save by Titusville. And they're calling double hit Titusville. Point Franklin. Good effort in there by the Lady Rockets. Unable to get the point. 10-8, Titusville by 2 here. 4th game. Titusville leading 2-1 here in this match. Good serve, good pass. Megan Bowser just gets it over, and that's about all. And now Titusville with another opportunity here. Good hit by Titusville. Good save by Jones. Titusville still with the opportunity. Here's Amy Clark. Good block by Franklin. Neely will hit it over for Titusville. Whistle. Ooh, double hit. Left-right hand hit, as the official said. She's not hitting it with both hands at the same time. Calling double. 10-9 Franklin. Oh, check that. 10-9 Titusville on top. Franklin serving. Good serve. Neely to Foltz. To Clark. And Clark puts it away. No, not yet. Oh, now they do. They say it is. It's the curtain above the net. So Titusville picks up the point. Big hit by Amy Clark.
Well, Titusville's had the lead the entire game. But Franklin keeps eating away at it.
There they do. We get up by 3 or 4, then Franklin's back. We're up 2 right now. Amy Clark, good serve. Doherty up to Foltz to Megan Bowser. Bowser, good hit. That was a good set, and I think more inclined to say it was a great save by Bowser. It wasn't set exactly what she thought. She came from behind. It was a runaround, and she got the big hit. Amy Clark. Titusville up 3. Good serve by Clark. Abby Jones, good hit. Boy, that was a nice hit by Jones from the back line. Franklin picks up the point. Like you say, we get up by a few, and they come right back. That'll send Becca Mullen back to serve for Franklin. Titusville leading by 2 here in game 4. Mullen up to Foltz. Good hit. Excellent job. And that was Nicole Galmish. Got a good save, a good set by Foltz. And Galmish put it away. 13-10. That was a big hit by Nicole. Foltz with a serve. Jones to Mullen. To grab it, and it hits the net in the center of the court. Point Titusville. Franklin girls playing well. Titusville leading by 4 right now. Llewellyn Foltz for Titusville. Oh, off the hands of Jones. Misplaced. Played it on the pass, and it is a point Titusville. By 5 now, Titusville 15-10. Serve, grab it to Mullen. Up front it comes, the back line to Doherty. Doherty's going to put it over, and point Titusville. It drops in.
Looks like a soccer kick.
Yeah, so I stuck her foot out there. 16-10. Franklin's not moving real well right now. Oh, serve is deep. Llewellyn Foltz with a little bit too much muscle on it. So Titusville will go back on defense here on the service. Leading by 5. The serve. Off the ceiling. Save. Can we get it over? Can. Amy Clark gets it over. Good concentration. Here comes Jones. Oh, not set up right. Clark to Foltz. Here's the set to Bowser. Point. I'm telling you, when you do it right, you get some good results. And that's what happened in that point. Good pass to Luann Foltz. Foltz got a good set to Bowser, and she put it down. 17-11, Titusville by 6. Bowser, good serve. Dug out by Franklin. Good hit by Franklin, nice job. Didn't see who that was, grab it, I think. Amy Clark now on the third hit, pushes it over for Titusville. Here's Mullen, back set to grab it, and net. Violation on Titusville. It'll go over to Franklin. 17-12. Foltz with the set. Jen Wright with the hit. Dug out by Franklin. Franklin's going to just have to get a push up. Here's Amy Clark. Jen Wright will save it over. Mullen now to back set to grab it, and Titusville can't dig it out. As Franklin finds the empty spot, 17-13. Haley Cook serving for Franklin. Titusville by 4 here, 4th game. Good serve. Amy Clark, nice pass. Here's the set. Here's the hit by Galmish, saved by Franklin. Back set, no good as they double hit it at point Titusville. As Katie Neely come back in now for Nicole Galmish. 18-13, Titusville by 5. Well, after the first game, Luke, Titusville girls have settled down. Real close second game, but they played pretty well these last couple games. Good serve by Titusville. Good save by Franklin. Jones. And Titusville unable to recover from the hit from Jones as Neely is unable to make the pass up front. And that will send Gravitt to the back line to serve for Franklin. Franklin down by 4. Titusville with a pass up the front line to Amy Clark. Amy Clark down the line. Wow, big time. She's really stepped it up. Really has stepped it up here the last couple games.
I'll tell you what, this game 4 has just been incredible, back and forth.
Yeah, it has been, and the neat thing about this is it'd be very easy for Titusville to kind of back off a little bit, but their intensity is picking up here as this game goes along. Serves Titusville, good serve. Jones going to hit it deep and out. It'll be 2014 Titusville. Yeah, and I'll tell you, Luke, I'm not a great volleyball person by any stretch of the imagination, but I have to really, you can't tell, can you? Served by Titusville. Clark. Here's the set. Hit by Franklin, point Franklin. But I am really impressed with how well Fultz sets the ball for Titusville. It's just such a key spot for a volleyball team. She's doing a really good job of getting there and getting the sets for these kids. There's the pass to Fultz. Fultz with the set. Amy Clark with the hit. Point Titusville. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. She just knows where to set, and she gives it the set in such a way that the girls can come up in rhythm and hit the ball.
I know I sound like a broken record, but I was talking with somebody the other day, and I just said, you know, it really is a lot of fun for us to cover all these athletes from fall into spring, and just how much they grow, not as an athlete, but also as a person.
Yeah, absolutely, and you really see it too as you follow them through their careers. Doherty, pass to Fultz, going to set it up back line. Titusville will get set to save it. Jones, Lyota, there's Fultz. Nothing really going on passing-wise here. We're just volleying. Here's the hit, and it's going to go deep. Oh, whistle, net Titusville. Bowser's up on the net to block. 21-16, Titusville by 5. Coach Leach really encouraging the girls here not to let up. She wants it right now. Get this game over with. Lyota, nice back set. Doherty now, Neely has to hit it over. She does, and it's a double hit. Boy, I've seen a lot of double calls. I've seen more double calls tonight than I've seen probably in the years we've been broadcasting. I'm not saying that they're not there, but I often wonder sometimes how come they're not called more often. Grabsby, good serve, set to Bowser. Bowser hits it down. Point Titusville.
Nice.
That was pretty. That was pretty. Nicole Galmish coming in now for Titusville as Katie Neely comes out. Galmish has played well the last 2 games. She's in on a substitute. There's Amy Clark. Good serve. Oh, Titusville can't get it. It was a good serve. Good return, I guess, on Franklin's part. At least they got it back over the net on one hit. I don't think that's what they wanted to do. But in such a position, Titusville couldn't play it. 22-18, Titusville by 4. We're in game 4. Mullen. Doherty of Titusville to Fultz. Over to Galmish. Galmish's shot's up. Not hard, but Franklin unable to handle it. Galmish will pick up the point for Titusville, 23-18. And that will send Llewellyn Fultz back to serve for Titusville. Good deep serve. Bowser at the net. That's one of the problems of your first pass. If you get it too far up, you have somebody like Bowser standing there, and she just redirects it from her side. 24-18, match point. 6 match points now for Titusville. The serve. Good set for Fultz to Doherty. Pushed over by Clark. Clark to Fultz. To Galmish. Galmish with a little dink. Doesn't get it. Lyota hits it out. Point Titusville. Game match. Titusville 25-18 here in game 4. So Titusville wins 3 of the 5 out of this match, 3 out of the first 4, I should say. Titusville picks up the win here with his last game at 25-18. We'll be back with a wrap-up right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Phyllis Rapp, owner-designer here at Acorn Acres Floral Design. Acorn Acres has been voted best florist in the oil region for the past 6 years. Each design is created with the recipient in mind. Stop out or give us a call at 814-657-8599. For funeral, weddings, or everyday arrangements, contact us here at Acorn Acres Floral Design.
Big G Tire and Auto on the Hightown Road in Titusville is your home to the largest selection of tires for small compact cars to large semis. Need an oil change, inspection, or repair? Big G can service your vehicle while it's in the shop. Protect your vehicle with our fluid film undercoating to keep the rust at bay. Big G will keep you on the road.
Tires for any size vehicle and auto repair. Come see us at Big G Tire and Auto on Hightown Road in Titusville.
Once again, it's here, the model year-end event at Donovan and Bauer Auto Group in Titusville. And by George, the remaining 2013 Silverados and Sierras are flying out here with all the incentives. Aren't they, Troy?
That's right, George. The 2013s are flying out of here. However, General Motors has reloaded with redesigned product with the all-new 2014 Chevrolet Silverado, GMC Sierra, the Chevy Spark, Impala, and the all-new Buick Encore.
Find new roads and come see us at Donovan Bauer Auto Group, Route 8 North in Titusville.
Bluegill Graphics is ready to help you with all of your screen printing and embroidery projects. They can take orders for as few as 6 pieces to thousands of pieces for your club, special event, business, family reunion, or just your group of friends. Bluegill Graphics can custom design the artwork for you or use your own design or creative ideas to come up with great-looking apparel. 1-800-645-7430 or stop by our shop and talk to our experts about your upcoming project. Bluegill Graphics for all your custom screen printing and embroidery needs.
Armstrong's Value Pack brings you more of the kids programming your family wants. Sprout Signature, The Good Night Show, tucks your preschooler in every night. Look to The Hub for Goosebumps, Fraggle Rock, and a new season of Family Game Night. And Boomerang has all our favorite classic cartoons for the kid in everyone. Nick Jr. and Nick Teen, Disney Jr. and Disney XD. Call today and add these great channels and more. Armstrong, one wire, infinite possibilities.
Alrighty, welcome back to the launch pad and a big win for the Lady Rocket volleyball team tonight. Jim, your thoughts?
I'll tell you, I was very impressed. We come out in the first game losing by 10, 25-15. We were down, didn't get things done well. Then we come back and picked up the second game by a score of 25-22. From that point on, the momentum came with Titusville, and they picked up. I was impressed with, I mentioned throughout the broadcast, Llewellyn's Foltz, our setter, played very well, as did Amy Clark in the last couple 3 games. Her hits were very important. Megan Bowser at the net. The whole team played well. So I thought it was well coached. I thought Coach Leach used her timeouts well in the first part of the match, kept the kids' heads in the game, and that's the momentum, I think, pulled over to Titusville in game 3. Even though it was a close ball game, 25-21, we were able to pick up some momentum there and maintain it throughout the 4th game. So all in all, a good win for Titusville. I enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing them again this year.
Alrighty, we'll be back Friday night for Rocket football. Again, Sharon coming down. Nice to see some of the Rocket football players here to support the Lady Rockets tonight.
Yeah, they're a good crowd, and I don't know if you heard that last point. The guys started clapping, as they do for the last point of a match. So, yeah, I thought that was very exciting, too, to see that camaraderie amongst the teams.
Absolutely. Don't forget, you can watch the morning drill tomorrow morning, beginning at 7 a.m. For the latest news and weather and sports and all sorts of great things on the morning drill tomorrow morning with myself, Luke Rio, and Mark Heim. For Jim Bodemer, our camera operators, Mike Holischek, and Adam Bodemer, thank you for joining us here at the launch pad tonight for Lady Rocket Volleyball. Again, the Lady Rockets defeating the Franklin Knights tonight here at the launch pad. Our coverage of Rocket sports this season brought to you by Farmers National Bank. Come home to Farmers. By Donovan and Bauer Auto Group for GM and Chrysler on the Hightown Road in Titusville. By the Colonial Machine Company, proud supporters of the Titusville Rockets. By Morrison Builder Supply for all of your home improvement projects. By Big G Tire and Auto. Get back on the road with Big G. By Middleton Chiropractic, start living a higher quality of life. By Bluegill Graphics for all of your custom screen printing and embroidery needs. By Armstrong Cable, one wire, infinite possibilities. By Titusville Area Hospital, high tech, top docs. By Acorn Acres for funeral, weddings, or everyday arrangements. By Morelli's Jewelry and Repair at the Drake Mall in Titusville. By the Cranberry Mall for everything you've been looking for. Rocket Volleyball also brought to you by the Titusville Moose Family Center 84. By the Blue Canoe. By Bars Insurance. By DNS Printing. By Hasbrook Sand and Gravel. By Erie Insurance, the Moore Insurance Agency. And by Helson Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. You've been watching Titusville Lady Rocket Volleyball on the stream. We are the leader in Titusville Rocket sports coverage. Have a great night.
This webcast is copyrighted by Lightning Strike Productions and the Titusville Area School District for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this webcast without consent is prohibited. Netcasts originating from the birthplace of the oil industry. We are the stream.